Hello everyone, welcome back. So this is Screencast 7 and we're going to be talking about the About page, menu, and links here. So let's get started. You remember that this was actually the prototype website Outlook that we actually more like modeled, to be able to create what we created. And moving forward, if you notice when we actually worked on the top, part here, right? We're supposed to, this was where our menu was supposed to be, right? If you can remember, I don't know, but let me show us. Let me take our minds back. But based on the one we just finished, right, this is where our menu is. But in a way, we're not going to move the menu from here to this place. And your question should be, why do we have to do that? Why didn't we just put it here, from the beginning? And that's a good question. The idea is we're trying to learn how to design a website, and the time, in the course of the class for me to teach us about the difference between pages and links, had not yet come. But at the same time, I didn't want to lose track of the line of thought because almost all of us have seen websites, and you'll be thinking, how come we're designing websites without links? So for that reason, we had to create something here, to look like that. But this is exactly what we're going to do also up here. And the reason is because if we have to do it this way, we have to manually link all the pages and be sure and double check. And all of those work, Google has done it for us. So you're going to see how it works. Like, this is even the part you're supposed to say, thank you, Google. There's actually a video. I don't know, maybe this is how, Africans say thank you to Google. But anyway, let me show us the video. It's very funny to me. I always like to reference it, But for the record, this is not how Africans say thank you.
G G O O O G G L E E Gulu Gulu.
There's a gulu gulu. So yeah, maybe if it looks like you're trying to say thank you, to Google, yeah, you could say that gulu gulu, but that's not how it looks. Very funny. So in a way, Google has done all the work for you, right? So I'm going to show us how we're going to move our links here with ease and know the difference between pages and links, right? And also, let me explain this part. This is more like what we're going to do, right? I could see I just more like, change some of the terminologies here, and of course, this is academic calendar. I think I omitted calendar here, but it's fine. Yes, the idea is home is still going to be home, but home is a page, right? A full page, a page we designed and we're going to see, right? So anything you see page, that means these are pages we will design. And anywhere you see links, these are like pages that already existed. You don't have to do any design. You just need to put a kind of link, right, to connect them. For example, we're going to build the About page now. Of course, academic calendar, we're going to see how it works. This will be a good time for, me to show us how you can actually embed, Google Docs into, sites is a very good thing, right? And also in this way, the online classroom, now that schools are actually, everything is going online, So more like if your students, instead of everybody, ideally for them to get to the link, everybody has to be maybe taken to heart classroom.google.com. Not like it's very hard to, to keep in our mind, right? But why won't you just put a link on your website where, students and teachers can just click and text them there, right? Same thing goes for the email, schools that are on G Suite for Education, right? Since it's not like the conventional email, if it's a conventional email like your Gmail, you just do mail to Google.com, right? But people that are on, like G Suite for Education, your URL is slightly different. There's actually a /a/ then the, URL that ends with the SLD, sa.ng. Let's take note of this. So this we're gonna do like a prototype example and see how it works. And also for schools that have a form of result management portal, most schools too have like an hyperlink, there, and they just, when people click or teachers click, right, they just text them there, or when parents click when they want to check their their child's grades and all, he texts them there. And now we're also going to now build the contact page. One of the cool things I like about the contact page while we're gonna build it is this will be a good time for us to see how you can also embed Google Maps right into your website. And also it's a good way for me to show you how to verify your business, in this case your school, on Google search and maps, so this is going to really be fun. And yeah, so let's get going. So moving forward, let's go to our page, right? So you remember how we always get to our site, right? Yeah, we just type sites.google.com, right? Let's don't forget that. So for me, I'll just type I could do site.google.com too, right? So it takes us there basically, but I have it open here basically. So this is our site. So what I'm saying, what we're gonna do first here is we're gonna take this off. So I'll just come, click here. Yep, I'll come here. So me moving on the spot now. You can see here this. So this is delete, right? I'm gonna take this off. Right, so now what you're gonna do is we'll come to this top right here. We have insert, we have pages, we have what, themes. So if you notice, I think we've actually worked on this too, but we've not touched this area. So most of the things like for us creating our pages will be here. So the first thing first is we're gonna create the about page, right? So for us to create the about page, you bring your pointer. Make sure there are three things here: insert, pages, link. You click on pages, right? Then you bring the pointer down. This is home. Do you get? But what we're gonna do is for you to create pages and links, you're actually supposed to come down here. Just be with me for now, please. You move your pointer on this. On mouse over here now, you could see this is showing if I want to create a new page, I click on this path. If I want to create a new link, I do this. So from this angle alone, this is actually showing you that there are two things that can be done here, But one of the ways is if you're creating a new page, for example, let me show us. Let me click on new page, right? Let me call this page the about page, about page, and let me say done. So one of the things you're going to notice is, wow, so what happened to everything? We're going to start from the beginning again. I think it's only the footer that stayed. Oh my god, this looks like so much work. Why don't we move everything? Of course, those points are valid, right? And as you can see, when I click on home here, it takes us to home. Of course, when you come here and click on about page here, also it takes you to about. So Google has done like all the work for you. Of course, maybe in the context of that video, so Google has done all the hard work for you, right? So, but we're not gonna do it this way. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna delete this, right? So I'm gonna delete this, and the reason why I'm doing that is justified. You have to be careful so that you don't delete your major website. If you do delete, don't be scared. Just go back to your keyboard, right? If you make any mistake along the way, and just press, things like your control key on your keyboard, CTRL. You do control plus control Z. Control Z, means undo. You make a mistake, you undo. And most of the computer things you see them here. You're gonna see things like undo, right? So undo is referenced with control plus Z. So that's also a way for you to mitigate a mistake, just in case maybe you actually made one. So in this case now, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna come here now for us to create our about page, because it's easier, for us to inherit almost everything we've designed here, because on the about page, it's just some little things we're gonna change, right? So I'm gonna come here, come to this icon on the extreme right hand corner here with three dots. I'm gonna click, right? What are the options here? We have duplicate page, we have properties, we have add sub page, right? So if you want to have add a sub page, more like a drop down menu and stuff like that, you could do that here. But in this case, what I want to do is to duplicate the page. So I'm going to duplicate the home page, but now I'm going to call this page the about page, right? So just about, and I'm going to say done, right? So you still see that it's still the same thing, but in this case, home page looks exactly the same thing like about page. Now you're gonna be saying, yeah, so what makes it different? So what's gonna make it different is for the about page, we're gonna take out some things like this beautiful picture. So maybe everything will go, except I'm gonna leave the top area and the footer, since we're gonna have other things to put here basically. So I'm going to take out take out the spot too, right? Okay, cool. So what I want to do is we want to ensure that on our about page too, we have the footer there. Yes, let's have something like, even though we want to repeat all our address, on the school on the page, but no, let me take this out too. Let's just leave this top part and the footer, So what I want to do now is to design the about page. This is about page. Let's go to insert, right? So for the about page, let's say, we want to have something like, let me see, maybe something like this, right? Then also we can have maybe things to show pictures about the school after that, and we can just have some little, maybe a write-up, about the school, maybe something like that, maybe this, yes. So if we do this now, so we are actually on the about page now. So let me just show us what I've done here. So in this case, we're gonna say, we could have something like this about let's say Notify Academy, something like that. I just you don't have to write it this way. This is actually the area where you could do things to suit you. This looks too big for me, so I'm gonna make it just a heading. Yes, something like this looks fine. And of course, if you remember when we needed text yesterday to make things work, we went to Google and we did Lorem Ipsum, if you can remember, right? We did that on Google, and then Google gave us, we said this is actually a good way for you to get like placeholder text, just something that will generate random text for us to use, let me see which one gives me so what I need very fast. So what I need is, as I said, they are like dummy placeholders. Okay, so this is explaining that to me, even though I can copy this, right? Okay, so what we needed is something like this, but I want to show us the one that can generate that for us, so that and for you have to put like real content on your pages, right? So I'm looking at a case whereby any content before it goes online, it's a school, it's an organization, most things have to go with approvals, right? So I think you should get the necessary clearance and approvals before you publish things, right? In case this video is being watched by maybe the IT administrator and all, just understand that you have to get clearance. So in the case where you don't have proper clearance, you could put like this dummy text. This is not causing any harm. Let me just paste it here for now. Yes. So this doesn't cause any harm. This just allows you to put, it's a placeholder, right? Then later, once you have the approval for the real contents, you can put it. So yes, for here now, I'm just gonna put that here. For our about page, I could come down here to just something about the school, basically, and maybe I want to put the picture of her, let's see, the proprietor, in a way too, while you're trying to get your approval for the G Suite, in a way, Google wants to know, they like to know that you are the proprietor. So I think you should say something about your management, or in a case whereby, yes, so you should have pictures of management, maybe on the page, things like that. So I don't have an old picture here. Let me see if I can find one that we can use. Okay, so I think I have mine. Of course, not like I have a school, but let me put the cute black man's face here. Oh, so how can I do this now? Okay, it's supposed to be showing my face, it's not showing. Okay, let me see, maybe we could do some cropping here. So let me do crop. Okay, cool. So I want to crop that. Yes, it's actually my face. This is actually one of those cool things we can do. Of course, now I want to see. Okay, let me make it. Okay, this is too big. Yes, too small. I just put my face there, like, feeling like a school proprietor here. But I know it's not. It's not my school. So anyway, so once you're done, cropping, basically, you could see this here, done editing. Oh, wow, this looks cool. Awesome. Okay, so, maybe this is about Notify Academy. Yes, but I could put something here, right? Let me see. So let me, me double clicking here. Okay, see what I did? I could have come here to click text, right? So underneath this image, I just want to put my name here. So I just double click, right? And just bring in text here. So I'll just click here and it's saying, oh, okay. So I'm going to put, Atula, what again? I think, maybe something like that. I think this looks fine. yeah, some people like putting this long, things after the names. Right now I'm gonna take it out for now, so I'm gonna put something like yeah, maybe just something. I'll just put maybe school proprietor, something like that. Okay, so you could do that. You could highlight, you could bold it, basically. Then and imagine if, since I know most proprietors are also techies, you could do this and make it work the way you want. Of course it's your school and you should be happy to, and this looks very easy. So I think something we could look, this looks too big in a way. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna put normal text. Yeah, normal text looks, let's do edit. Edit is big. Title. Oh, title. Oh, I think we're making a big mistake here. So heading. Yeah, this looks fine. Okay, so I could just leave it something like this. So in a way, yeah. Before moving forward, we could, maybe we could write things about the school and all. And then of course here, right? We could put maybe pictures about maybe the classroom, people teaching and things like that. So let's just see, just a way to just put things that are meaningful, that talks about the school, right? And yeah, at least something that can, let me see if I could get yeah, so let me see if we could have her. Okay, let me see that here. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. So I think I do have some here, of course, yes. So let me see if there are pictures. So I'm gonna assume this is, yes, this is a school. Yes, this is these are free pictures anyway. So okay, maybe this is how the school looks, right? And basically want to show some part of the school. Maybe this is how students, one of the school bus. Of course, I know it's gonna take a while before all these, happy kids can have this kind of moments again. Yeah, the beautiful coronavirus has changed everything. So yes, maybe we just want to show them with the school bus. You don't have to do all of this, but just put meaningful pictures, things that can make the page look engaging and all. So let me see, we could put additional ones, right? So let's upload more pictures just to see. Yeah, what again can I put? Let me see. Interesting. Yeah, so let's see, we can have, yeah, maybe you can have a picture of yes, the school proprietor or teachers with students, basically. And at the same time, yes, you could just make the page look interesting and interactive. At the same time, you could just say of course you can be sued for it. You can say your school is the best in the world, nobody can sue you for that. So you could say notified academy ECM. Yeah, you could say things like, maybe, I don't know, there's nothing like awesomest, maybe is the awesomest. Yeah, yes, school on the planet, of course. So there's nothing like let me say awesomest. Yeah, I'm sure. Yes. So yeah, so just something like a caption, bold. Yeah, this looks good. Let me just stop editing. Okay, cool. So yes, just want to put some kind of placeholder text here too. Then I could just copy this again. Then yeah, so as you can see, our about page is almost done. So you could just put meaningful contents, and at the same time I could put things that makes our school the awesomest on the planet. Of course, if you're using keywords like awesome, you should put other things. So maybe you're trying to show one of the cool areas where, let me see which one. Yeah, maybe you see your student, of course, to show that you're techies. Of course, you're going to be playing more with computers now. So anything that doesn't fit well, you click on crop, you move it down, you have the area you're trying to show, of course, then you can come here and click, it works smoothly. You see, I'm actually having fun, playing with it, basically. Yeah, and this looks cool, right? So if you, of course, to test how it looks, you have to come here and you click preview, right? So you see, basically we're done. Yes, with the about page. Yes, so you see everything fits the about page. And if you want to go to the home page, you can see up here, so I could just click home. So that's why I said Google has done all the work for you. You see, I didn't have to link the about page to home page. It was done automatically, right? So now I'm gonna click on about. You see, it takes me there. So I think this is actually something we can actually do an all, and I've actually seen a mistake here. You can see now there are like what 3 dividers here. So let's fix that. Then we'll move on. So we have like how many here? So you can see here 3 dividers. So we're gonna take out the first one, take out the second one. Yeah, I think yeah, one is fine. So this is fine, this is good. Then we could just preview again to be sure that we'll fix that. Then we'll move on to the rest. So this looks cool, and yeah, it looks good. To me, it looks fine, right? Okay. So what we're gonna do now is we want to create we're gonna create where we have links, we're gonna create where we have pages, right? So now we want to create other ones. So we're gonna come here, right? Go to pages, right? So after we've done home page, we have about page. So the next page now we want to work on is called the academic, calendar. So we're gonna now duplicate. I prefer we duplicate the about page, because the about page looks like more like the model, like the standard template. You want to use like a replica for your other pages, right? It makes more sense that way. So I'm gonna duplicate the about page, and I'm going to call it the academic calendar, something like that. Academic calendar, calendar, something like that. So I'm going to say done. Of course, I don't want the academic calendar to have my face and all of those things. So what I'm going to do now is, let's say, notify academy. Let's say, don't worry, I'll take it out. So I'll say, let's say, academic, let's say, calendar. Let's say, for 2020, academic session, academic, something like that. Yep. Yeah, let me take it this notify academy, yep, something like that. So you just want to put the academic calendar, but we're gonna work on the academic calendar separately, right, on the next video. But for now, I don't want this, so I'll take this out. So yeah, I just want something. Let's make this field, you could drag, make it like, it looks good, right? Yeah. So we're still gonna come back to that. I just don't want the page to look empty and plain, right? So for the page, yeah, I'm gonna take away all of those things and all of these ones, on the way. So this is the academic calendar page, right? So which other one, let me go to where we have our pictures, right? Then I'll show us so that we can have a flow and understand what I'm trying to say here. I always like to have yes, these, basically, right? Okay, I think let's see which one looks better here now. So we have which one? Okay, this one looks cool. So we've done home page, about page, right? We now, yeah, academic calendar, but I said some will be links, right? Let me see. Okay, cool. I think it's this one. So this is the academic calendar. So we're gonna have how many page now? How many pages? 4 pages, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So after academic calendar, I'll just create a dummy page for contact. Then I'm gonna make all of these ones links. So let's do that, and we're gonna have separate videos to show how the rest works. So after academic calendar, we just have one more page left, right? Which is contact. But don't worry, we can still reorder them. So we're gonna have this one. We're gonna duplicate also and call it contact. Contact, maybe contact us, or something like that. It looks cool. Yeah, so we could do that. So for you to know that you're on the contact us page, you could just, yeah, something like that. You could say contact us. So we're gonna come back to this one to you later. So in a way, so if let me show you, let's just preview for you to see something before I come to the links. So we now have, you see, 4 links and now showing, we have our own page, right? So this looks cool. Then we have what now? About page, looks fine here too. Then we have what now? We have our academic calendar. Yeah, looks fine. We're still going to populate this later. Then we have contact us. Contact us. So basically, so let's create our links to be sure that we're done with this. So the links we're going to be creating first is after academic calendar is we have online classroom, right? So we're going to do, online classroom. So yeah, let's do that. So one of the things also, we're going to come down here, right, where we have this. So we're not clicking on the one that gives us the page. We're going to go to the one that gives us the link, right, which is up here. So I'm going to click. So what we want to do is, now you should take your time here. This is link up here, right, and this is name, right? So I'm gonna put a name first here. So we have online classroom, online classroom. We just want them to click online classroom. Yeah, so online classroom, then we're gonna put a link here. Then opening a new tab is, once they click on the link, it should open a new tab. So for us to be sure we're doing the right thing, I just want to show us something. So let me go to my mail, right, to show us how to get your links, right? You come to your mail, then come to this top right, you click here. Do you understand? Then you could look for classroom here. If you can't find it here, remember we said you should scroll down, you come here. You see I can find classroom here, right? So I'm gonna click, and I'm gonna just say copy link address, right? I'm gonna copy this. I'm not really opening, so I just want to show you something about the link, right? Basically, so this is the URL to the classroom. So this is what I want to put there as the link. But of course, this question mark, this alt user 0, I'm gonna take it out. Yes. So what I want you to put there is just this, for everyone. So we're gonna do this, right? And I've copied it. Then I'm going to go to go back to the page. Go back to So I'm gonna put it as the link here, right? I'm gonna paste the link. So if I wanted to open a new tab, of course, it's fine. If you don't want it, you take this out. But we want it to open a new tab. So we're done with that, voila. You see, so we have our online classroom, the way it's planned. So the next thing after online classroom is what, so you could also pick on this one. Okay, there's no option for duplicate here. So it looks fine. Yeah, it makes more sense that way. So you could come down here again, go to link, after online classroom, you have what? School email, right? So you could say, school email, so yes, school email. Then you want to put a link here. Remember, the school email has this this nature, right? mail.google.com, for all schools, your URL is different. So what we're gonna do, right, is mail. So for me, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just change this to mail, right? The google.com. Then we put it a here / then I'm going to put gbg Notify Academy. So for my school, Notify Academy. Actually, the school doesn't exist, so this is just like a sample demo just to walk us through. Notify Academy.sch, right? .ng. This should be the URL, right, to take staff, students to their school email. So I've copied it also. Then I'm taking it to to a workstation and school email. So so put it here, opening a new tab, then I'm going to say done to, you see, online, So what we have next, let's see, is what? Online classroom school email is result portal, right? So, result portal. So let's do that. So we're going to go to, work here. So we're going to come down here to click here, right? So we're going to come down, go up here and then put, the result portal. So on the result portal too, you could put things that will take you to the website of the company or whoever is providing the service for you. Yeah, this is one of the things my company also does basically. So let me just put a demo there. Not like it's Notify IC. So let me put portal. Notifyic.com, something like that. Notify IC.com, something, So the whole idea is just to, open a new tab, then you do that, right? So school email, but you see the order, right? I actually want the portal to be down, the email up. So you could come here, right? You could click on old, you could drag up, right? Okay, click old, drag down. Okay, I think, yes, of course, yeah. No, it's not answering me. Click on old, drag down. Yes, exactly. So you could actually move things around, yes, once you make mistake and all. So I think we're done, right? Yeah, I think this is the part you should clap for yourself. Okay, yes, this part's supposed to be result portal. Yeah, not like it matters, but let's correct it, result portal. So if I want to do that, you could come to here, you click, you could edit properties, right? Edit, so result portal. So I want to put result here, So it's just something that looks super cool and everything. So yeah, let's look at what we've done so far. Let's see how far we've gone and all from our page. Let's preview. So as you can see, yay, you see the website is cool, basically. So I think if we do this, even when the teams that are actually doing the whole approval see, once they come, they see your active links, they see everything. I don't know, because and they know that you've done some work, because for me, I think for schools that will put this website in place, it's actually is a sign also that you're serious about getting the G Suite for education and all. It's a bold step, and you don't have to do anything. This is from A to Z for you have a website. So you can see this now about page. Yeah, looks fine. Yeah, and we'll say yes, academic calendar. Yes, online classroom. You see it opens in a new tab and it's taking us to the classroom, right? Yay, you see it's working, right? Then online classroom, then we'll do school email. You see once you click this, okay, showing some kind of error. Yeah, because it doesn't exist, yeah, let me leave that before. Yeah, online classroom, school email, then result portal also. Once I click this, yes, that doesn't exist on this server. Yes, basically, but it shows that the links are working, and of course contact us. So basically you see, and everything is good, it's fine and all. Yeah, and so you see your social media link is still same, but once you click, it takes you to the page. So I hope this session was very informative. I'll see us in a bit. Thank you.